Here we go then, I'm firmly aboard the Formula Vee hype train. Welcome back to another video, this time Formula Vee at Laguna Seca. The Formula Vee, if you haven't been watching any YouTube and don't know what it is a real life Formula car that you get in the UK. Brilliant car, really close racing, made from 1960s Volkswagen Beetle parts I think, and it's free. We like free. In iRacing it's rare to get free cars, but this one's there. It's new for this season and it is leading to some really good racing. I've had probably 2 or 3 races in it now and I'm really enjoying it. It's a difficult car to master. It's an easy car to drive because it's quite slow. It's a difficult car to drive fast. So I've still got a way to go, but I'm going to jump into some races here and let's have some fun. So here we are then, even though I am late to the hype train. I have done a couple of races in this. I am really enjoying driving the car. It's really good fun. It's actually quite tricky to drive it fast. The back end's quite twitchy on downshifts and on the brakes, but it's good fun. Anyway, quali's over. 1:44.6. Not my quickest lap time. I've done a 44.0, but that was a one-off, I think. So I could have gone a couple of tenths quicker, I think. I wouldn't have been on pole. I haven't got a 43.7 in me. So we'll take 3 on the grid. I'm car number 1. So it's going to be a challenging race, I think. But anyway, let's get to it. So here we go then, P3 on the grid. Must admit, I don't really know how to start these cars yet. Give it a half throttle, we'll see what we get off the line. We'll take that. That's a lot better than I was expecting. Got one off the line. Right. Here we go into T1. I'm going to try and just defend the inside, take it nice and sensibly here. I'm not going to go for a move on him unless he leaves the door way open, which I wouldn't expect he will. Okay. Happy with that. Now, on the quali times, Gert in front of me here was a lot faster, so I'm expecting him to drive away. But what we'll do, to lift there, that was a bit weird, is we'll try and stay in his draft for as long as we can. We've got Robert right behind us, so... I think I had a bit of a misshift there, that was a bit tricky, but we're okay, we've still got the draft, we'll take it. Surely he's not going to go for a move there. No, thank you for being sensible. Gonna buzz the motor up the hill a bit here. Trying to break our toe in front. First time into the corkscrew then. We navigated that easily. I must admit, it's still a corner I'm struggling a little bit for confidence with. Especially on the first couple of laps. It takes about a lap really to bring tyres in this. Well, we've had a spin behind. It's going to be a bit of a gift for a gap. As long as I don't make any mistakes. And let's get the toe again, nice and early. Oh, Gert in front there, really trying to break it. I know he's quicker than me, so all I can do is just try and hang on to the back of him. Very different line to me there. Probably paid off a little bit more for him, truth be told. He's run wide. And he's binned it. Well, well, well. How's our relative looking now? Joshua Tanser's coming through into second, 6 seconds behind. When we were sat in P3 with quite a delta to the guy in P1, I did not expect this on lap 2 of this 12-minute race. But I'm not complaining. If you are enjoying this, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button or leaving me a comment and tell me how bad my driving is. Really makes a big difference to me, and thanks to those that have subscribed so far. Could definitely be quicker through there. It's a tricky car to know when exactly to shift still. I'm still not 100% with it, although it is starting to come, I think. Does seem to like a little bit of throttle as well, especially some of the sort of medium high-speed corners. sometimes, like out of here, it just sounds so bogged, but it takes so long to shift in this. I think it's worth running the higher gears when you can. Here we go then, across the line. That'll be the first time across the line. P1. Gert coming out the pits there, obviously sustained a bit of damage. I'm very pleased with being here. Just got to hold it together now. In a car that can be a little bit tricky at times, or I'm certainly finding it that way. We've got 5 seconds back to Joshua, so he's taken a second out of us. So it's not like this race is over. Through here. I just find when you're braking on this, because you shifted that weight and it really does shift forward, you can see it on the suspension. You just need to be careful not to turn in too sharply, because that's when you lose the rear, and that's what I've been struggling with a little bit. So I'm still working on that, and I think that's what's costing me a bit of time in the corkscrew, because I'm a bit tentative coming off the brakes and on turn-in, so I think I can still find some time there. That wasn't very good either. We'll get there. Hey. Oh. If I was perfect every corner, every lap, I'd be a lot quicker. But what I am doing is being sort of consistent. Let's think about Delta, shall we? Might struggle a little bit. That's the session optimum lap. We might struggle a little bit against that, just because we did have a little bit of a tow on the first couple of laps, which does seem to help these cars a lot. Nevertheless, looks like Joshua in P3 has lost a bit of time to us there, so maybe he's made a mistake on that lap, which is good. Our best is a 44.2 so far, so quicker than practice. Quali, that's about right. I think I'm just a bit too quick on the clutch with that downshift, and the car's not liking it, so I'm missing the gear sometimes there. Will be definitely costing me time. Other than that, the car's feeling good. 8.8 back to Josh now in P3. Oops, that was a little bit of a cut, a little bit more than I'd planned there. Lucky I didn't get a slowdown actually. Still struggling for some visual markers really there, I think that's the problem. That was better than last time, that's for sure. There we go, change it out to last lap, give us something a bit more realistic to aim for. See if we can keep going green forever. Seems to be just a little lift through there. And then we're flat for such a long time in this car. It always sounds like it's bogging down so much. I think that's just how the motor is. And then this poor little 1960s Beetle engine, which I'm sure in real life have had some fairly large modifications made to them. Absolutely screaming its nuts off all the way up this hill. I'm not sure it would do it the world of good in real life. It's better not getting off track that time. spinner on the outside. Slow in, fast out. Look at the delta there, made a big difference. Take that. And again. So, P1, P2's Josh, 8.5 seconds. We'll keep that sort of margin, that'd be nice. Sorry I'm not full of things to say, but this is the first Formula V race I've done that hasn't either had, involving me, a massive accident at T1, or a really great battle in the race. Unfortunately we just lost the car behind, lost the car in front through a couple of errors by them. We've ended up kind of on our own. I'm not complaining though, it's always good in iRacing if you can have a nice clean win. It's good for your I rating, good for your safety rating. So certainly not complaining, but sorry it's not the most thrilling of races. I was about to say something then, but I'll tell you what I was going to say in a minute. I don't want to jinx it. But I'm very impressed with the Formula V's. They've been, other than this race, unfortunately for us, really great racing. Free car, which is super rare in iRacing, and even though this is being recorded in the last day of the first week of this season, there's still nearly 200 people registering for this race. So it's hugely popular, and I can see why. I think it's a great rookie car. I think it teaches a lot of basic principles, but also it's leading to some really great racing, so there's plenty of people racing it that are not rookies, which is awesome. It's always going to get a bit of interest as well, being a new car. As we round the final corner, what I was going to say a minute ago was, this is going to be our first iRacing road race victory. So very pleased with that. Cross the line, P1. So what I will say there is thanks very much for watching. Our first victory on the road in iRacing. Great way to end this first week in this season in 2021 of iRacing. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, as I said earlier, please do leave a like or consider subscribing. But thanks very much for watching.